All right, I'm about to spit some controversial shit and some real truths. So, if you can't handle the truth, then I suggest you watch one of my other more tame review videos where I bash commies a lot, or my streams, which you can catch at random times of the day. But anyways, let's start with the show, shall we?
Give me a screen, Corey.
Fucking normal fans! Get the fuck off my boy!
First, we gotta talk about women. Now I hear you. Women? You mean those things with the... Now I'm about to reveal to you a secret. Most women who game aren't like what you see on Twitch. Most are actually pretty cool. Now, don't let the e-thottery confuse you with a real gamer girl. You see all these climp-chimping of girls soying the fuck out of the laziest banter I've seen. No, a real gamer girl will spar with you and banter back and isn't afraid to drop the ER like she was the Ebola gay.
Oh, no, you ain't. You're gonna play pole position!
Next, we gotta talk about consoles. I'm tired of the Xbox and Sony war shit. Both of you are failing to Nintendo of all people. So sit down and shut the fuck up. Both of you are failures. You have both sinned greatly. Xbox, you recently shut down a ton of studios because you spent way too much acquiring them to get their IPs in the first place. And then on top of that, you shut down one that gave you a gaming award and then had the nerve to post that you wanted more games that will win you awards. Oh, and don't get me started with Sony. Your cucking of games for your most recent console, and on top of that, how many times do we need a release of literally censored garbage that's perfectly fine on PC and Xbox, and fuck even your neighbor Nintendo? Also, how long do we have to wait till we get fucking Bloodborne for PC? Because of that Astro World shit you pulled, that was like a bitch smack to the face. In short, you're both terrible and deserve everything bad that happens to you, and I hope you step on a Lego brick.
What is your major malfunction, numbnuts?
Now, let's talk about companies. First, we got Ubisoft. You have so many IPs left around dead that deserve a revival, with the respect they deserve. But you insist on turning them into a show and then kill off lovable characters for shock value. And don't even get me started on the whole Assassin's Creed Shadows shit. I'm not even going to go to the historical inaccuracies and all that. But I will comment on how they've been the star of, oh, we've hired progressive, diverse people to make sure our stuff isn't racist. Then make Yasuke a brute enforcer character, on top of giving him the Killmonger haircut, which is the most overused black hairstyle in modern-day trivial garbage, which we know he wouldn't have had. And on top of that, you guys decided to play trap Japanese folk music when showing off his combat. Not trying to be a woke scold, because I hate that shit. But y'all are some of the most tone-deaf retards out there. And to top it all off, the last time I saw Chinese, Koreans, and Japanese all agree on something was that Genghis Khan was a bad guy. Maybe go back to the drawing board. Next, we got Bethesda. After all those ports of Skyrim, you'd think their next IP would be good. Well, that next IP was Starfield, and it turns out it was one of the worst received games that they've made in a long time, to the point where even modders don't even want to work on it, even after the creation kit was just released. And on top of that, you wrote yourself into a corner with Doom, and now you have to make a prequel, which just looks like if you fucking took Doom and slapped a Quake skin on top of it. Oh, and let's not forget Activision. The pinnacle of garbage, shitting out the newest low-effort copy-paste shooter tripe with so many cosmetics such as Nicki Minaj. Because, you know, we all really wanted that in our cool, high-octane shooter game that is so infested with fucking cheaters that it feels like I'm playing fucking modern-day TF2. All right, I'm not even halfway done with the shit that I'm ranting about, but we have to transition to something real quick, and then we'll get back onto the topic. I've recently been partnered with a energy supplement drink company called Dubby. While I was on Twitter, just randomly browsing and shit like that, or if you want to call it X, there was this ad saying we are looking for content creators to, partner with us and everything. And I thought, well, fuck it. And I tried. And they accepted my application. And I was pretty excited. So I ordered their sample stuff, tried it, and I enjoyed it. So I'm proud to announce that if you use code THUGSHAKER, all one word, all caps, you can get 10% off at checkout.
Cringe! I fucking hate the internet!
Next, I'm tired of hearing about how this game is for right-wing people, or this game is for left-wing people, or this game is for girls, or boys, or trans, or non-binary aardvarks from the planet Nelp. Games are fucking games. If you enjoy them, then you enjoy it. But there is an exception to this, and that is if I say it's shit, because it's obviously the objective truth. And you should all listen to me, because I am the new emperor of gaming, and my rule will be more ruthless than the Roman Emperor Titus. Now someone point me towards Jerusalem. Speaking of my first crusade, is the fact that MOBAs, yes, any of them, are complete and utter toxic trash heaps, meant to try to sell skins and to create sports orgs around them. And to sell shit that's not even just for it to be a game. Do you want to know why CSGO and TF2 are still popular? It's because they weren't built with esports in mind. Now, let's take a look at something like the game The Finals, which stupidly made AI announcers instead of hiring voice actors who are already getting pay cuts, but that's for another topic for another day. But The Finals built itself with the idea of esports, and now it's another contender. Look at Rainbow Six Siege, however. They weren't trying to make an esports out of it. They mainly focused on microtransaction portions of it before hitting the esports ideal. But again, I just think most MOBAs are trash. If you like them, go ahead and enjoy them. Just stop trying to convince me that eating shit is good.
I can't believe that Barney just fucking quipped, alright? This is 2004 Valve we're talking about, and I thought they were based.
Now, my last issue is why the fuck aren't we all trying to push the idea of game over graphics? Look, having something nice to look at is great and all, but when you take those graphics and make something ugly, Alloy, Mary Jane, maybe it's not worth the wasting of all that time. If you're just going to make them ugly, just use shittier graphics. You'll get the same effect. What matters to me is that we have more gameplay overall. I mean, what the fuck do you think Capcom or Paradox is still afloat for? And doing well on top of it. It's because they add more gameplay with each DLC installment and focus more on game aspects than graphical content aspects. Take some fucking notes, upcoming devs, because you need to realize this is the future if you want to avoid becoming the next Naughty Dog movie schlop. Once again, thank you all for coming to my little rant. I'll now be working on my next review, which means it'll probably take 3 months or who knows how long, but hopefully it'll come out sooner. One of the biggest issues will be if Beckett decides to stop doing 24-hour gay ops with the commentary community. At least for a second, so I can get the recording done for it, and that way I can get it to my editor sooner. If you guys want a hint on what the next review will be, it has guns, robots, and a volcano. Oh, and last thing, be sure to like and subscribe, I guess. Cause, it's some kind of curse put on you. Or something. I don't fucking know. And be sure to check out the Patreon and Ko-Fi if you want to pitch some money my way to help.
Mattel Electronics presents Space Con.